I'm afraid I jumped into this spread rather quickly and I'm getting the foundation down. But I think after starting to play with it, this could possibly be my most favourite kit of all time. I absolutely love the way Susie has fussy cut the bottom of the washies around the teapots and around the girls' legs, and as you watch this evolve over the coming week, I think you might just agree that this beautiful kit is right up there with one of the favourites. It's got pinky mauves, lavenders, still sort of in that flavour that I love, but there's just something very special about this kit. So please join me as I lay down the base for it and get to the planning. Time to get started on laying down the spread, and no better place to start than Monday. Although I do need to pop up my monthly sticker in the top corner, so I'm just going to add that above the teapot there. Having missed a little bit of that filming, I'm going to jump straight to Monday, where I've added the Coffee Monday script. But you can also see that I have placed down my work stickers across the top. So they were for the days that I worked from home and the days that I worked in the clinic. And so Monday also had a little divider there underneath it. And then I've moved down to medical reports, agenda and meeting, using the various boxes from the kit, a little bit of the kit's deco and a bow from Nikki +3. So those dividers I think are from Monique Plans, and the meeting sticker was a paper crayon planner, and the Coffee Monday was from Arctic Paper Studios. So moving across to Tuesday, one of our head nurse was very keen to do a gesture for the staff for the Are You OK program, and she was very busily putting together some really beautiful hampers for our team, and I assisted in a small way, but she was the driving force behind this, and the staff were all pretty happy with just an acknowledgement that they are important to us. So underneath the double box there, I've put down that I had some more coffee, but first coffee on this occasion, and then in the afternoon I needed to do an office works order. Working from home, a few things had run out, and have to say the service was amazing. I placed the order, decided on this occasion to get delivery. I normally click and collect, but it was delivered the next day. There was no cost for the delivery because I was in the 5K, and I was incredibly impressed. So another quarter box underneath there with an edit sticker again from Paper Crown Planner, and a little heart from, I'm actually not too sure where that heart's from. I think it was out of a D-stash. Sorry, if I find the name of it, I will definitely let you know. And then I'm just popping back over these 4 boxes to add these lovely dividers that Susie does. And, oh, by the way, I also popped down the bottom of Tuesday that I had done a little bit of late night shopping to get a few bits and pieces that I was running out of. And unfortunately, that's the problem with being at home and this new way of doing things. It's just very easy to jump on and click and get. But I must admit, I have settled down a little bit in that area, and I'm just working on what I really need because it's just so easy to do. Using another Arctic paper script, I've gone to the top of Wednesday and marked a first coffee and used just the little coffee containers that I use, that I print up myself. Then I was going to lay down a decorative box, but found that this lady sort of intruded into the next thing a bit, and she was also matching the double box that was there, so I was humming and hawing as whether I was going to use it. But I did mark that it was a solid morning's work this day. It's funny, they vary so much. Often Mondays are crazy and Fridays can be crazy, but it definitely does vary. So you can see me here attempting to pull this up but not destroy her, because she was lovely and I did want to use her, but I did change it over for some deco because it was just a little bit too much, and it took away from that beautiful double box that's in the center there, which is just so beautiful. It's a lovely mix of florals with the teacups. It's just, I can't say how often it feels beautiful. And I know that the flavour is tea, and I happen to be more inclined to coffee, but I do like a nice cup of tea occasionally, and I particularly like trying some new and different flavours, and there was a lovely selection of teas in our Are You OK box, so I'm going to work my way through those. I needed to do, there were quite a lot of transfers on this day, so I did spend some time working on those, getting them past the computer stage and sent off to where they needed to go. Normally that's handled by one of the other girls in the clinic, but with this change in our rosters, it means that we just have to do whatever needs to be done at the time, and there's nobody in particular that has to do it. It just needs to get done. So once I've finished working on that small piece there, I have added a deco item from the GP Sticker Studio, and it is one of her little desks, her work desks. They're particularly lovely. They're probably, when it comes to a work desk sticker, that one and a paper shy one are 2 of my favourites, and it particularly works well with this kit because the colours in it are just so sympathetic to what's happening here. And then I've used a little and marked on there that on Wednesday evening I watched a series that I've been enjoying called Confession, and I've popped that down the bottom, and then popped another Arctic Paper Studio TV icon over the top of that. And I've been using quite a few of those lately. They have been a bit of a go-to and a bit of a favourite. So moving across to Thursday, I've used one of the half boxes from the kit, and Susie does like a watermark on these half boxes, which looks very pretty and continues the theme through the whole kit. And the first thing on this morning is I wanted to mark that it was the birthday of one of my daughter-in-laws, and so I normally just put an initial, but again I found myself sort of writing the full name before I'd even realised. Try to give them all some privacy, but at least I didn't put an H. And then I have used a banner from Sharina Jane, who was sadly closed, and the happy birthday sticker is from Mum and Me, and that is also one of my favourites. So moving down, I'm using a littles under the full box, and again back to a Mum and Me script, which is always lovely, just a nice balance. It's a nice font, and that happy mail was with an Arctic paper envelope. And on this particular day, it was the Officeworks supplies that I had ordered the previous day. And I ordered some folders from Tender Designs. I think my pen was starting to run out here. And I was looking forward to those coming in because I had to redo my foiled stickers that were busting out of their folders. And so I had started doing this and have come up with a good way to have them now, and they're really easy to handle. I've had a couple of requests to go through and do a sticker storage video, so that will come up very soon. And then I've gone back across to that plain box and added a lovely foiled, one of Susie's foiled dividers. Now this is in hollow silver, which is sort of not what I've used through the kit, but I thought I could get away with it. And I was just feeling just a little off colour, not ill or anything, just not 100%, and decided to have a quieter afternoon on this day. So on top of the scallop, I placed a candle sticker with the Do Not Disturb written on it, just to have a bit of quiet time. Turned off all of the computers and gadgets and what have you, and had a quiet afternoon relaxing. I was going to say a nap, but I can't remember whether I actually did have a nap, but it's very possible. And then I didn't have a nap because I ended up having an early night, but a quiet afternoon. And I've used an icon there that I got in a D-stash. So moving across to Friday, this is the end of the week, and I often like to mark it with a TGIF. That's just a little sticker of my own. I know that you can get those from many places, and I've just added that to the box at the bottom. It's actually, you'd probably call it an oops sticker if you were selling them, because it didn't foil as well as it should do. I didn't use my Mink when I foiled those. I did them on an ordinary laminator and it just didn't quite cut it. So back up the top of Friday, I have used a bit First Coffee again from Arctic Paper Studios. I try when I start a spread to keep some sort of a commonality in the fonts and the scripts that I used. If I use blocky ones, I try and balance them out with some sort of scripty ones. It doesn't always work that way, but it's something that I prefer to do. I think it does look more balanced. And then just down here on this little quarter box, I've added one of the deco items, which is a cute little cupcake. And I needed to do a business application for work, and I'd been sort of collecting some of the data that I needed for that, and I finished that business application that afternoon and marked that in on Friday. There's also a little bit of, I'm not sure that it comes off on the camera, but Susie has also got what looks to be like a glitter pen of some description, and she often will go through and apart from the foil that she adds to the kit, she puts this lovely little glimmer over some of the icons and some of the boxes. It looks very cute. So back again to that Happy Mail script and the envelope, and those tiny little bows are from Sincerely D Designs. They are printable, and I just printed a huge sheet of those, and I tend to use them to mark items on a tracker if in fact there are no trackers in the kits at the time. Some do have them, some don't. And on this day the Happy Mail came from Stella Bow Stickers. They're a really lovely pack of foiled kits. So moving down the bottom there, I've wanted to put another box in, and I mentioned to you earlier how much I love the fussy cutting, but it just means that you need to be a little bit careful to pull it out of the way to put the box down, and fortunately that worked quite well. And I popped down there then on this Friday night, had a bit of a binge watch. I tend to do that on a Friday. I'm pretty pooped after the week, and it's sort of a little bit mindless. I can just sit there and relax and not have to think too much about what's going on. And then we move across to Saturday, and I'd actually run out of room on Friday, but I came home on Friday afternoon, and David and Christina had done a massive clean. The floors were sparkling, The place smelled amazing, and they had just done a big clean from top to bottom. So I've used a Pella Cat from GP Studios there, and another little printable. I'm not actually sure where that laundry basket came from. It could even be one of Live, Love and Crafts. I'll have to go back and have a look at that. And then underneath the double box, I needed to do a bit of a switcheroo for my shelves in my craft room, because with these foiled icons busting out of their folders, I wanted to change things so they were a little handier than what they had currently been. And so that was just a reminder that I needed to move the shelves on the Saturday, on a very special weekend that we get off, that we don't have to do lots of other stuff. So I've cut one of the full boxes across the middle diagonally and popped a cup on there, one of the pretty cups with the floral spilling out, and then gone further down in that area, and I've trimmed one of the flags that was in the kit in that lovely musky pink, and popped that down the bottom there, where I've had to white out underneath, but I don't think it's too bad. And I finished watching a program that one of my sons had recommended called Dark. I'm still not sure what I think about it. It was, I certainly wouldn't race back to watch it again. It was okay, but it was a bit interesting. I thought it was going to be along the lines of Stranger Things, but I think Stranger Things was actually more entertaining. But you know what? It was okay. Watched it, and as I said, it was okay. Had a sleep in on Sunday morning, which is always pleasant after having a bit of a binge on some episodes. I really did want to get Dark finished this night. And now I've gone back to the deco and taken that little strawberry cupcake that was in the kit. You can probably see the theme of this with the tea time. It's got this beautiful patisserie with the girl looking through the window. So cute, just so cute. So whoever designed the clip art, and I don't think that, I think this was probably clip art that was purchased, but you know, you see a lot of this clip art by different people, and they really, the different sticker makers can interpret things and make these kits look so special, and that is what has happened with this particular one. So popping up to the top of Sunday, I just noted that after moving those shelves and creating a new space, I had to organise some folders and things, and organise where they were going to go. I wanted to try and make as much as possible within a reasonable arm's reach. I seem to be getting quite a spread in my craft room, because I do lots of different things. I don't just do the stickers. I'm a stitcher and a scrapbooker as well, and everything seemed to be blending into one. So now with that little organisation, I've made the different segments in my room work a lot better. And then with that happening, I finished, I had done a bit of printing and cutting during the week, and I needed to foil some of those items, and I did want to try some of the new film that I had bought, some of the foil that I'd got from overseas, and that was proving to work quite well. So I've added a Nikki +3, or was it a Clever Girl? I think it's a Nikki +3 bow to the lots of foiling. I've added an Arctic paper paint pot or paint nails flag in underneath that, and then down the bottom corner I've taken that girl out of the deco that I used earlier. So that finishes the week, and this is what I've still got left. So as you can see, it more than enough to do another beautiful kit spread with this. Great value, these kits, and this was a very pretty kit, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. The silver foiling was just enough to give it a lift, not that it needed it, because the artwork was just so beautiful. Finished filling in the sidebars, and completed the kit for this week. So it's always tea time, and that's true. So just a bit of a close-up of some of the detail in this kit, because it just, it really has to be seen to be believed. I don't think sometimes that the videos do justice. I think you might have seen a little bit of that sparkle I was referring to earlier, and I just went over that full box, and there's a little bit more sparkle, and there's some more on that rose there, so that's good. You got to see a little bit of that. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.